missed your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louis found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $500 million for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louis has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louis.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If you're lucky enough to live near the Napoli's Pizzeria on Warm Springs Road or the location on West Sahara, you're in for a treat. During game time, these two locations are offering a one-topping 18-inch pizza and 10 wings for just $25.99. That's a huge one-topping 18-inch pizza and 10 wings for $25.99. And don't forget, whenever there's a football game on, beer is just $2 at Napoli's. When you crave great pizza, Napoli's Pizzeria is the place to go. For the complete menu, just click LasVegasPizzeria.com.
Is credit card debt burying you alive? What if one phone call could help save you thousands of dollars? Years of stress and anxiety. What if one phone call, right now, could help save your family from bankruptcy? We're Debt Hero, and one phone call to us could help save you thousands. Because if you have more than $5,000 in credit card debt, you may not have to pay it all off. For free information on how we could settle your debt for a lot less than you owe, call 1-800-500-1434. There's no obligation, just free information. Sometimes all it takes to change your life is one phone call. Make your call now and we'll show you, for free, just how much money you could save. 1-800-500-1434. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk to call. This is too important to wait. Call 1-800-500-1434.
With John Lyons from Lyons Physical Therapy, the ratings for LPT are as good as they get, 5 out of 5 stars. What makes Lyons Physical Therapy unique as a treatment option?
Yeah, Dave, and we're thankful for that. We've had great patients and customers over the years that have given us honest reviews. I think what separates us from other companies is that we pay attention to our patients. We individualize their treatment plan. We take our time and use our manual therapy skills in our hands to actually work on every patient. These patients aren't just a number. We're actually trying to help them, and we listen to their needs and what works best for them.
LionsPTLV.com, 702-476-0222.
Professional football is back. It's Week 5 of the Alliance of American Football. Don't miss the hard-hitting, fast-paced action as the Memphis Express take on the Atlanta Legends this Sunday in the Alliance Game of the Week at 1 p.m. on Sports 920 The Game.
On Twitter, follow us at the LV Sportsline and at ESPN 1100.
Hello, friends. This is Thomas Johnson from Joe's Seafood Prime Steak and Stone Crab. Need a great idea for lunch or dinner? Your best bet is Joe's, one of the most popular dining destinations on the Strip. Joe's provides the ideal setting for private parties with accommodations for up to 150 guests. Stop by to see us at the Forum Shops at Caesars and ask for Thomas Johnson, your maitre d'.
Halfway through the show, great stuff from Jeff Davis, Director of Trading at Caesars Entertainment. Make sure and stop at your favorite Caesars property, be it Caesars Palace, the Real Link. I mean, great spots all over town. You'll have a really wonderful time. And get that mobile account if you don't have one already. Teddy Covers is here. Ted Savransky. Jared Justice is producing the program. I'm Dave Kochen, and it's time for us to check out our Joe's Angle of the Day, which comes to you courtesy of Joe's Seafood Prime Steak and Stone Crab. It is one of the best restaurants you'll ever get to, and they're located at Caesars in the Forum Shops. Make a reservation, 702-792-9222. Ralph Michaels from Wager Talk provides us with our Joe's Angles on a daily basis. Teddy, what did he come up with today?
We've got an SEC total to talk about. Vanderbilt has played 8 straight unders, and they've gone under by an average of close to 15 points a game. So they're not just going under. They're
blowing
going
away those
way
numbers.
under. Arkansas, 5-16 to the under, 16-5 to the under, I should say, their last 21. So Arkansas is trending under. Vandy's trending under. The markets have been betting it over. You can find 142, 142.5 right now.
Doesn't it make sense, though, for Vandy? This is realistically, their last chance to win an SEC game this year. And they don't want to get into a running match with Arkansas. They're probably not going to win that. So, you would think that Vandy's kind of look at this and say, let's get as few possessions as possible and see if we can pull an upset, mild upset.
Sure, if they can avoid turning it over, which has been a significant concern. But the trend says the angle says take the under 142 Vandy and Arkansas tonight.
The Milwaukee Brewers had a dream season last year. They got career years out of several players. Every move Craig Counsell made seemed to pay off. They nearly got to the World Series. People are really excited about the Brewers this year, and I can't blame them for that. They did have a heck of a season last year, but a lot of things went right, as I mentioned, and they were also money in the bank in one-run games. And oftentimes there will be a regression when you have a spectacular year in one-run games. You're not as lucky the next time around. I think all the signs are there for the Brewers not to fall apart this year. They should still be a winning team, but nowhere near the mid-90s win total they had last year. And I don't think they will be getting to the total that's posted on them this year. We talked about that with JD. It's down to 87.5 now after peaking at 90.5. I think I got it at 88.5, so I'm pretty happy with my number. I don't have it in front of me, but I believe that's what I got. And I am confidently, this is one of my stronger opinions, confidently on the under here.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that shocked me when I was doing my work on the Brewers was how old this team is. You think of Milwaukee as all up-and-comers and all this, that. No. Kane's 33, Braun's 35, Travis Shaw's 29, Moustakas is on the wrong side of 30, Grandel's on the wrong side of 30. It's on and on down the line. The bench is on the wrong side of 30. The pitching staff, over. And again, the one thing that made the Brewers so profitable last year, why they had such a big betting bandwagon, because there were no pitchers you had to lay a price with.
Right, and there still won't be.
Exactly. And once again, it's a staff where, Chacin's over 30, Anderson's over 30, Jimmy Nelson, he's not there yet. He will be soon.
And he's coming back from a significant injury.
Yeah, if he ends up with that fifth starter spot. But it's not a young team. It's not a team of up-and-comers, which means that if things don't go right early, this is the kind of team that sometimes, you don't get the efforts that you want to out of some of the veterans over the back half of the campaign.
I do like the Grandal pickup. I do think he improves their catching. He's a first-rate receiver. His offense will disappear at times, but he can also get really hot at times. So I like Grandal, especially Pena as a backup. I think that's a strong spot for the Cubs, for the Brewers. Jesus Aguilar was a revelation last year. I don't think you're going to get those numbers out of him again this season. I think he's a candidate to not flame out, but at least go backwards.
Regress. Yelich is a huge candidate to regress.
Although Yelich, I think, is legitimately a superstar. And I think he might be able to maintain the same level. But one thing you got to remember is that Yelich was also in a lineup that couldn't miss last year. And if some of those pieces misfire a bit this year, he'll get pitched around.
Sure. What about Braun? Because Braun, to me, is a guy.
I think he's definitely way on the backside.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of upside with him. What about Shaw?
I think Shaw's going to continue to be what he is, a good RBI guy. He'll play decent third base. It'll be interesting to see how Moustakas fares playing a new position. He's going to second base this year, and I'm not sure Moustakas is going to produce all that much. The guy who I had the big circle around is Lorenzo Cain, who, by no means do I think Cain is suddenly going to get old overnight, but he had the best year of his career at 32. I think it's really unlikely he's going to repeat those numbers again at 33. I think he'll still be a good ball player and still probably an outstanding center fielder. He's as good defensively as anybody in the game, maybe outside of Jackie Bradley. I just can't see Cain having the same. Cain was arguably the second MVP in the league last year. You could have gone Yelich 1 and Cain 2 and not gotten any argument from me. I can't see him being at that level again. And he was such an important piece of that team. I think that's an area where there's going to be some regression.
Sure, and we've already talked the Cubs. The Cubs are really good. We talked about the Reds as being a team with some upside. The Pirates are certainly not a team that it looks like a 60-win candidate this season.
No, they're a solid team.
Exactly.
They're not as good as some others, but they're not bad.
Sure, they don't look like a bottom's going to fall out type of team. The Cardinals we can expect to be competitive. They are every year.
I'm not ruling out the Cardinals winning the division. I like the young talent of that team, and I like the fact they've gone from a very reactive manager in Matheny to a guy who you saw last year was extremely proactive in Schilt, who got ahead of moves, and I like that type of manager. Alex Cora is that type of manager in Boston, and we saw how well he did with his proactive approach.
So here's my point. With all of these teams that we like in this division, fourth place Brewers?
It's possible.
Fifth place Brewers?
I don't know about fifth, but, I'm looking at the staff, and this is where I get really antsy about the team.
Well, nobody can get any out.
Cassine is their number one starter. Yeah. He's not a number one starter. He's a guy who had an amazing year last year.
How'd he do it?
His breaking ball command was absolutely incredible. Mm. He just was putting it wherever he wanted to. I don't know if that's going to happen again. Nelson, who knows what we're going to get out of Nelson coming off the injury. Anderson's, he's just a guy. Zach Davies is just a guy. I think the guy with the upside is actually Corbin Burns, who I liked quite a bit last year in a relief role, and he'll probably be doing more this year. Woodruff, Freddie Peralta, if he can ever harness his control, could be dangerous. And the bullpen, and then there's the bullpen, which was absolutely unbelievable last year.
Lights out.
It was as good as it gets.
That's why they won all the run-one games. That's why they had the ridiculous record in one-run games.
Hader, Jeffress, and Knievel were the game's over after 6 innings.
They were the Yankees in that regard.
Hader's probably going to be just as good. He's that good. But Jeffress is already hurt, which is a sign, a potential problem sign. And, Knievel's starting to pile up the appearances and innings, and we know how that goes with relievers. They can fall off the map at any time. And the rest of the bullpen, I think, is suspect. So it was one of the ones I had circled before the totals went up, and got out there pretty early on it, and I'm pretty happy with my position on the Brewers under.
Although the one thing that we've been hearing is that the markets seem to like Milwaukee. Good. We haven't seen a whole lot of money come in on them under their season win total. Which number? What number did you get? You remember?
I think I got 88.5, but I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, I don't. Which is near the peak, but not quite at the peak of the market.
No, with the peak, I guess it got to 90.5. Jeff said at one point, and I didn't get that. That didn't last very long.
No.
But I didn't get the best number, but I've got a little better number than is out there now. But I still, even at 87.5, I would still be playing an under.
I don't. I certainly wouldn't talk you out of it.
Would you bet it yourself?
I would only bet the under if I were going to bet the Brewers. And remember, think about how good Wade Miley. I don't know. I still don't know how Wade Miley did it.
Yes.
That's a big
He's
loss.
Not there anymore.
And
I don't know how Wade Miley did it either, because that was just completely out of character. But he was money last year.
He was big-time money.
It was a dream season in Milwaukee. I'm not saying it'll be a nightmare, but I think the dream is going to end, and reality is going to set in 2019. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Big game at the Big Phone tonight. Oh, yeah. The Flames are in town to face the Golden Knights. It's our marquee matchup next.
The Las Vegas Sportsline.
Dave Koken with John Lyons from Lyons Physical Therapy. So what are the most common injuries you see in your practice?
The primary injuries that we see are general neck and back pain. That's 100% the most frequent injuries we'll see. That can be anything from wear and tear, age-related injuries. We see a lot of work-related injuries where patients lift, bend, or twist the wrong way. These are also associated with car accidents. I would say secondarily, shoulder and knee injuries, anything sports-related or just everyday activities. Those would be the 4 main injuries that we see.
LionsPTLV.com, 702-476-0222.
You want more? More action, more fun, more madness? We got you! The 2019 Air Force Reserve Mountain West Men's and Women's Basketball Championships return to Las Vegas, March 10th through the 16th. Want more hoops? How about 20 games in just 7 days? For tickets, call 702-739-FAN or visit UNLVtickets.com. The 2019 Air Force Reserve Mountain West Basketball Championships. Get more. Be there.
Attention, men over the age of 35. If you have low energy, lack intimacy in your relationship, or just feel old, this may be a treatable medical condition.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Arakaki for Universal Men's Clinic, where medical providers are highly trained to treat erectile dysfunction and low testosterone. Utilizing modern technology and modern medicine, patients receive a high level of care. Maybe you've tried supplements or pills and they didn't work. Universal Men's Clinic will work with you to find the best medical solution. Their electronic record keeping allows their professional staff to keep you educated and informed. Their care can improve the quality of your life and relationships. Let them help you.
call Universal Men's Clinic at 702